Hello everyone, it's Laura here. Before I get started, I just wanted to say that Heather of Color and Felt is streaming still over here. So let me give you a link. I'll come back later and we'll watch this back. Or hi Christy, how you doing? So I just want to send everybody over her direction, and then once she's done, come back to me. This isn't going to be, we're not doing any coloring, we're just doing color combos. So this isn't going to be super exciting. So go check out Heather. She's doing a really cool Disney page. Hi, Jo Beth. Go check out Heather and finish up hers. Hi, Squish. I just, I scheduled this for the time of the day that I could possibly do it. So, you can see here, I've just got a bunch of I just made myself a color chart basically with just a clear plastic ruler and a ballpoint pen. And I wrote down the sets that I have, and that way I don't have to go figuring out which pencils I have. So yeah. Let's see. Do I have the chat open? No. Here we go. Live chat. There we go. Okay. So you guys, I put a link up top for Heather's channel. So go check her out. She's coloring in the Disney Dreams book, and I think it's for the Disney Colorathon kind of Disney week going on. So go check her out. I think she's still streaming, but I just wanted to go ahead and get started on this since I have a little bit of time from work. So before I get started, I just want to say that I'm doing these as this is skin tones. This is something that's been requested of me so many times, so I thought I would do a whole video just dedicated to this. But I just want to say that there are so many of skin out there, and then I'm going to break down 4 different skin tones for each set. In general, I go towards the warm, neutral colors in my palettes. So you'll see I'll be reaching for similar colors in probably every set I have. But there's no right or wrong here, and I'm just giving you a general guide, inspiration. If you haven't checked out Sammy's color combo video, she did an awesome job too of creating different color combinations as inspiration for you guys. So this is going to be a very similar video in the same vein. This is just for inspiration only. So I just want to reiterate, if you want to deviate from these colors, that's totally acceptable. That's great. You should be sort of just taking this as a general guide and then doing what you want with it. So speaking of Sammy, hello. So and hi Louise. Who else popped in while I was going on my spiel? Hi Ricky. How are you feeling? Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Oh, everybody, Ricky is one of my Facebook admins in my Facebook group. And I haven't seen you in a while, sweetheart. It's good to see you here. Hi, Pickle. Hi, Amanda. So you guys, I really appreciate you coming by, but Heather is still streaming, and I didn't want to stream over her. This is just the only time of the day I can do this particular video, and I wanted to get it done. So go and check out Heather. You can come back to me when she's done. I don't have every pencil set out there, so I just pulled, here, I'll show you guys. I pulled every pencil, I'm going on a little ride here, every pencil set I have, whether they're big or small, just to kind of, and I haven't prepared for this, so I don't know what colors I'll be pulling. So yeah, anyway, so we're we're just going to start at the top of this deck and work my way down. And these are in no order. I just sort of list them by, I just piled them all up on my desk and I listed them by that. So, let's see. I'm doing okay, Ricky. Oh, Beth Ann, I hope you feel better. Well, this will be here forever and ever, well, until YouTube decides to take it away. No, just kidding. This will be here for you guys as a resource after the live stream is over. So, hi, Katrina. I hope that this fan, I have a fan on me because it is so hot. Oh my gosh, guys. It's got to be at least 100 in my apartment again, so I cannot live without this fan today. I think I'm gonna die. No, just kidding. I'm being melodramatic, but I can't live without my little fan. So, hi Sue. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. So without any further ado, I'm just gonna get going. As I work, I'm going to be listing the colors here. In each little set, I generally tend to swatch stuff, so I already have some swatches. So we're going to start with the Derwent Lightfast. These are brand new pencils for me, so I'm the least familiar with them. So I thought I would knock out the set that I'm nervous about first. There's no right or wrong here. This is just to help you guys out if you're brand new to skin tones and you're nervous about it. So for a dark skin tone, I rarely ever use black in the skin, even if they have a really dark complexion. I feel like black is very, it's rough on color. How do I explain? You rarely ever see pure black unless it's like a pitch black room. But even those with the darkest skin tone have some pigment in it, some color, especially when you see them in the light. So I'm going to start with chocolate. This is the Derwent Lightfast. Well, Jody, this is for anybody, new and old alike, and some people may not agree with my picks, and that's okay too. But you know, I just wanted to help those who may be struggling or just need a little extra help. So I'm just going to do a quick, I'm not going to blend too much, I'm not going to stress about making this look perfect, but I do want to give you guys a general sense of how I pick out skin tone colors. So this is the darkest, so this is where I put shadows, and here I'm using, in case anybody asks, I'm using this Strathmore Bristol paper, and I just marked my sheet off with a ruler and a ballpoint pen, so that way I had little spots to color in without thinking about it. So we're just going to do a general gradient, and I'm not being as neat or fancy as I would if I were actually coloring a face. Guy here is chocolate. Okay, and then we're going to use, let's just, okay, so for slightly lighter areas than the darkest of darks, and guys, if you have questions for me, just put them in all caps. The chat is going a lot faster than I'm used to. Hi, Susan. That's okay, you know, Squish. I love it when people lurk in color. That's awesome. Judy. Hi, Mia. That's okay. Please feel free to live your life and do your thing, and we will be here when you get back. And anybody else I missed? Just a general hello. I hate it when I miss people though. Like, I think I missed Gabrielle last stream and I feel bad about that. So I'm just blending. So you'll see I kind of, I'll put like a lighter layer down and I'm going to blend over that. Okay, beautiful. This is natural brown. Okay, and the next color that I want is Ruby Earth. Ruby Earth, here we go. Alright, so I have Ruby Earth here. Now this is a slightly cooler brown. This would be good for the cheeks, the lips, the nose area. It's got a bit of pink to it. I'm just including it in here because it is part of the skin tone. Also the ears, things like that. Being messy, but that's okay. Okay, and then, so let's write that down. Hello, Alana. No problem. Hi, Christina. I think I got everybody. Hi, Daria. Okay, so now even with the darkest skin tones, you're still going to get highlights. If you look at any darker complexion, you'll see that they do have brights and darks. So let's look and see what the lightest color. Probably go with for the very highlights, the bright spots, I'm going to choose Sienna for this particular color combo. And then for any bright spots, I would just fade that on out just by a light pressure. So if you want to burnish at the end, what I would choose is the white pencil just to make that look solid enough, and so forth. Now this does kind of kill a bunch of the color, so I would then go over it again with Sienna. So where is that? Here we go. Just to then punch back up the color and make it less desaturated. So you can see that you're going to find actually that in most of these, a lot of the charts are going to look very similar. And that's because I use some dark skin tone, no matter, it's just the quantity in which you're going to use them. So Sienna, and then white. So that's the first one. Let's go, now we're going to go to a medium tone. Hello, Vivian. And who else did I miss? Oh, we got all the mods here today. Well, most of them. Hi guys, thanks for coming. Okay, so now we have a medium tone. So what's going to be different here is I'm going to pick a slightly different set. I'm going to start out with Venetian Red. And so like I said, these are just suggestions, guides to get you going. And you can see that for the most part I'm going to be picking browns and neutral colors. But you can create skin tone out of red, blue, and yellow. There's a lot of different ways to create neutrals, so this isn't the only way. This is just, I'm just doing this for those of you who might be stuck or need some guidance. Okay, I love that color, Venetian Red. Okay, then we have the next one I'm going to pick. Let me just hold on. I'm not as familiar with these. Let me just grab this and see how it looks softer. Let's see. Where are you? Here you are. Ruby Earth it is. And so since I haven't prepared this, I appreciate you guys bearing with me as I pick. Let's see. Honor, I do have a set of Prismas. It's just that I'm doing all of my pencil sets, so Prismas will be the 4th set. This will be in every pencil set I own. So I'm going to be doing, it's going to be kind of boring, honestly. It's going to be, I'm going to have to go through. It's going to take me a while, so go ahead, go get a snack, go get some popcorn or something. Go watch something else until it comes up to what you're looking for. You can also just watch this back and just skip to the part you want. I'm not offended by that. I just wanted to provide a guide with every pencil that I have, so that way this can be a resource that oh, I'm sorry, I almost forgot to write down Ruby Earth. So that way, you know, when people ask me this question going forward, I can just give them the video and say, here you go. Ruby Earth again. Let's see. Sammy, thank you. Awesome, Mia. I'm glad you're having fun. I don't know how. Yeah, I just don't. After I don't know how many sets I have. After the end, you guys might change your mind on how interesting this is. I think it's just on my end. Okay. Alright, so Sienna. So like I said, a lot of these will seem very similar, but the end result will be slightly different. And that's because honestly, most skin tones are made up of the exact same colors. It's just what proportion and what quantity you use them. So it's pretty awesome. So you can get away with having a small set of pencils and neutrals and do a whole lot of different tones with them. And when I'm done, I'll post this to my Facebook group so that way you guys can see the end result. Okay, for this one here, I'm going to use Sandstone. Now this is a very orange color, but I do want to use it right on over the Sienna. So you'll see, I'm just going to punch up and actually over some of the Ruby Earth too. I want this to be a warm tan tone skin. So actually I'm going over most of it with this beautiful rich color, but the trick is to not go overboard or do too much or it will start looking a little Oompa Loompa like. Okay, so we'll put Sandstone in our list. And then we got our lightest color. Let me see. I'm going to use Salmon. And we're going to this will be for just the highlights. Oh, here, let me blend that a little. This is the Sandstone. I'm just going over that salmon color with it. Okay. Alright. Look, they're getting smaller as I go. Anyway, oh no, I haven't seen it. I have to check it out. Awesome. I will. Okay, so now for a slightly more medium tone complexion, like medium to fair, kind of. I'm going to start out we'll do the darkest color. Let's do a little bit of ruby earth, and I think I'm also going to use, so this would be in the shadows. But now I'm using lighter pressure, so there's less of this pigment going down. Over here I was pressing a lot harder. So now, even though I'm using the same colors, it's a different quantity. Okay, ruby earth. And that's why I wanted to do this in a video, because I think just swatching these out, it doesn't describe it well enough. Doing it, you know, with you on camera, I think, is the best way. Sorry, I tilt the page when I write. I don't know why I do that. Then I'm going to grab my Sienna. Sienna is one of my favorite colors. I think I use it probably with every single skin tone. Where is it? Sienna. I should just leave it out. Here we are. So then this will be the midtones of this particular skin tone. And I'm also using this color to burnish that ruby earth that I just put down. Okay. Sienna. Let's see. Hi, Nick and Tina. Who else did I miss? Oh no. Anyway. Sienna. We have the next color I'm going to choose is Salmon. So again, it's very similar. Oh wait, did I put salmon on here? I forgot salmon, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to do salmon here, but you'll see it's a different proportion and a different amount. Here we had salmon as the last color. Here we're having it as much closer. Oh, we've got airplane overhead. Sorry guys, there's so much noise today. I'm also using salmon to burnish the sienna. And you guys have seen my videos where I do portraits, so you can kind of get a sense of where I would use these and how I would use these. But if there's a particular palette you would like to see on a specific page, let me know. You can either put it in the chat or the comments below if the video is done. Let's do salmon. Okay, try not to rotate the page. And it was a little dirty there, sorry about that. But the next color I'm going to use is Flesh Pink. And it's funny that they call this Flesh Pink. It doesn't look that pink. But whatever. Okay, so this would just be for the brightest highlights. And let's actually blend in the sienna a little bit better. So I'm going to just go over some of that salmon with the sienna, just to make it a more gradual gradient. I'm trying to do it neatly, but it's not really working out. That's okay. Flesh Pink. You guys hopefully will get the idea. I'm just trying to get through this as quickly as possible because I know it's going to be a long video. Okay, and so then for the lightest skin tone that I'm going to show you guys, even in the lightest skin tones, you still have a lot of darks. I have a fairly pale complexion, but I have in the shadows, like if you're looking at the creases of my fingers, it gets dark in there. So even in the the lightest skin tone, you're still going to have dark. Same with even in the darkest skin tone, you're going to have light. So that's something I just wanted, in general, sort of express today in this video is almost every skin tone has at least some of the same colors in it, and there's a reason why. It's because we're more similar than we are different. So for this one, you could even go darker than this in spots like under the nostrils and right under the hairline if there's a deep shadow for the hair. Let's see here. Oh, you're welcome, Sammy. You know, I'm really like, as soon as I started getting a lot of really nice feedback on my channel, I can't tell you how much that inspires me to keep streaming, because like nothing's worse than streaming to an empty room, and that's how I felt for a long time. Like nobody was really watching my videos, or not very many people, and like as soon as I started getting more feedback, that's when I was like, maybe I should start streaming more. So it's really for you guys. Like I don't know, I have a lot of fun doing it, and now that I'm enjoying it more and I'm feeling a little bit more comfy about it, and that all has to do with you guys and just how warm and sweet and welcoming you are. Yeah, I'm gonna, you know, do them as much as I can because I love it. So it's really because of you guys that I stream, and I love it so much. Okay, so I'm sorry, did I call it out? I picked up Salmon. And I'm burnishing with it, and also just giving a nice pressure difference. So I started out heavy and now I'm going lighter. And so what's also great is a lot of these color combos don't require a whole lot of pencils, so if you want to, you can just get open stock and a couple of pencils, and you'll see later on but they work great. Sometimes that's all you need. Hi, Amberly. I think I got everybody. Anyway, I don't know what else I'm missing, but the next color I'm going to go to is Flush Pink, and we're going to end on this one here. Now, I will just go lighter towards the end here, and with all of these I would burnish with white if I need to. I should have done it with all of them, but really honestly, this is just, I'm sure that you guys know to burnish with white if you need to. I'm not really fussing about making it look great, but yes, there's that Flush Pink. So I'll just write white down here for each one in case you need it. But many times I don't burnish with white, I just burnish with another color. That works great too. So, alright, so we're done with the Lightfast. Let's keep moving. Okay, now I have, so this is what I'm talking about. I got an open stock set. So these are the Caran Luminance from here to here. And I only bought a few of them, and you can see the ones that I use the most. This one here is my most used color for skin tone, but I use all of them in different ways. So just like the Sienna, that one is going to be in every set. Okay, the Lightfast color chart can go away. Prepare for this as much as I could. Okay, then I have, oh yeah, these are the color charts I printed out. Okay, so I just printed this off from DeniseHowardArt.com. She had like a color chart. So these are the only colors I have from the 76 set, but it is plenty enough to do skin tones with. Okay, so for our darkest tone here, we're going to be using Sepia. Love this color. Let's see who's in this here. Hi, Marcia. Who else came in that I missed? Thank you all so much for coming. Wow, the chat's moving a lot faster than I'm accustomed to, so if you do have something for me, just put it in all caps. Hopefully I will see it. So this is, which one? Sepia. I'm going to use the numbers if they have numbers because it'll be quicker to write. So this one's 407. Okay. It's so weird writing straight up and down, but we'll get to it. Oh, this is so nice. This color is so pretty. Okay, so we're, I'm just lightening up my touch as I go. And this is such a pretty color, and it's actually very similar to the chocolate. Okay, so we've got that one down. And then for any warm area skin, I'm going to do burnt sienna, and that is so what's great is if you really want to try some expensive pencils but you can't afford the whole set, a lot of them do come in open stock, and if you just want a certain set, like for me I just picked skin tones in each brand that I could. It really it doesn't have to get expensive to try different brands, and I do encourage you, if you are new to a pencil, to try just a couple in open stock before you buy a whole set, because some of these pencils I had to buy a whole set of, and you know, I don't know if I needed to, if that makes sense. I would have preferred to just buy some open stock, but some of them don't come in open stock, so you know, you gotta do what you can. And some of my sets are really small. You'll see I have only a 48 set of Artezas, but I can still make skin tones out of that set, so we'll still go over it. It just might be that I don't have as many options as somebody else. Oh, thank you, Christina. I have a couple of things I'm gonna do. So, oh yeah, I wrote that down already. In the future with skin tones, I'm gonna definitely be doing a bunch of different color skin tones. So then I want to also use the burnt sienna 50%. So that's 866. Okay. Available skin tones for my particular pencil sets. I can only do the ones I have, unfortunately, so I know a couple of people have been asking me for like doing Pablos. I don't have any Pablos yet, so there's just no way I can demo those. But as I get more sets in the future, I can do updates to this video. And then the last color that I'm going to pick is Burnt Ochre 10%, that's 872. And I'm going to use this as the lightest color and also to burnish. My last color, see it? You can see I rarely ever use white. You can definitely use white. I just, I don't know why I don't do it. I don't use blenders very much either. Okay. But like I said, everybody has different approaches. If you want to use white, if you want to use a blender, it's totally fine. Yeah, it's hot today, isn't it? I feel like I'm like melting and I'm just sitting still. I just took a shower to try and cool off and I'm just still so hot. Now for the next one, I'm going to do a slightly, this was like a nice red, like a tan red tone. I'm going to do like an olive complexion this time just to kind of switch it up a bit. Because like I said, there's different skin tones. Nobody is the same. So let's change it up a bit and do a more olive complexion. So I'm going to pick raw umber, which is 548. Let's just put a little, let's actually do that with each one so it's more clear. 548. Okay. It has, like we've been using, it's a cool brown. It has a little bit of green undertones to it, so that's, I think, hence the olive complexion. But I would not use this in a great quantity. Let's switch on to just make sure I'm not missing anything here. Okay. Yep, burnt sienna 50%, which is, so this one's 866. Okay. And now this does have some red in it, so it'll balance out that green undertone. And this color I would use in the pinky parts of the skin tone, so lips, nostrils, ears, etc. All would get a touch of this color. And then we're going to swap to olive brown 10%, which I believe is this guy here. Yep, olive brown 10% is 732. It's convenient that it has the name right in it. So this might be a little too light. So what I do when I don't have exactly the right colors, I just go ahead and mix. So what I'm going to do, I'll put down this layer, but I have it lightly down. I'm going to grab the color we used earlier, raw umber, and I'm just going to layer over it. It's going to give it the right value. And now switch back over to the, what is this guy again? Olive brown 10%. Even if you have exactly the right color that you need, you can always mix it. Okay. But of course, the skin isn't all olive. There's definitely some pink parts in it. So I'm going to pick the burnt ochre 10%, which is 872. And this will be for the lightest areas and also spots where there's a little bit more pink, like in the cheeks. I would use this color. So you can see I'm mixing colors. Even if you have a small set, just by mixing them together, you can get the right color. It's so much fun. Let's see. Am I unpaused here? It looks like what's happening. Let me just refresh. Oh, I hope you're feeling okay, Shell. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Tess. Who else just popped in? Sorry, guys, I've been missing a lot of the chat. I'm sort of a woman on a mission to get this done. So let's... That's okay, though. think I want a little more of that raw umber in this, just to kind of, there we go, better gradient. Okay, and then I'm just gonna cover that again, just to blend it out with the burnt ochre 10%, which is the 872. So they're all let's just go over the whole thing. There we go. That's more blended, more gradient-like. Okay. Hi, May. Oh, well, that's good, Tess. I'm glad you're out of your brace. Okay. So then the next one, let's do a medium tone that's a little bit pinker, sort of like this set up here. Let's start with, which one is it that we want? Burnt ochre, my favorite. Okay, so I use this color so much. Burnt ochre is 077. Okay. This is my favorite color for shadows on medium to light skin tones. It's got a lot of red in it, so you don't need to burnish with it. You can see even in the darkest spot, I'm not going to burnish. But I use this a lot for my starting out to find the shadows rather in a face. This one I'm going to make a little bit more pink in complexion. So let's see here. We'll just go ahead with the burnt ochre 50%, which is 876. Oh, no problem. Don't worry, Heather. No worries at all. Really schedule this until like this morning, so don't you worry. There's no worries at all. There's plenty of time for us all to stream. And I'm never gonna get mad if somebody streams over me either, because I totally get it. Like, we all just stream when we can, so just fit it in, and you can all watch back what we missed. So, all right. And then I want to add, so for like a pinker skin tone, for the cheeks, the nose, the lips, etc., I would use 571, which is anthraquinoid pink. Yeah, I probably said that totally wrong, but 571. That's why I'm going by numbers, guys, because I don't know what their actual names are. I don't know, I just read them. I don't say them that much. So I would use this for like the blushy cheeks, the pink of the nose, the earlobes, things like that. I'm not going to burnish with it though. It's a very powerful color. And then to finish it off, you can see here 872. This is going to be like the common denominator, I think, for every single skin tone in this set. Yep. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna lighten my pressure for the lightest spots and burnish for the other areas. Okay. Between 4 and 5 colors per skin tone. You can get really crazy though. I mix a lot of weird colors into my skin, which will then expand your color palette. But I'm just going for the very basics today, just to get you guys started. So now we're going to go for a lighter skin tone. So let's see here. I'll start off with the burnt ochre 50% this time. So that's 876. Oh, Sammy. Oh, that's awful. Oh, see you later, Squish. I hope you have a good day. If I didn't miss you already. Who else did I miss? I'm totally missing like half of the chat, I think. So sorry. I don't know what to say. I'm not good at this, guys. Let's just keep going. We got a lot of colors to mix. Okay, so I'm using a much lighter touch here, but I'm going to use it for about half of the little color bar I set up. Okay. Now switching over to 872, which is burnt ochre 10%. Okay, so I think I need more contrast here, so I'm going to swap back over and grab my 876 layer. And color is never exact, it's more like an art science, although there's a lot of science behind it too, but... Alright, and then for the final color here, I'm going to blend off with the burnt ochre 10%, which is 832. And of course, I'll probably need white on this guy. I'm gonna use white. Okay, so that's 01. Or 001. 001. Wait. Oh, he's down to the wood. Okay, well we have a little spot where we can use him. And I'm just gonna burnish with that guy. Blend it out. Just so you can see it all come together. Now what I like about that, it desaturates it. The burnt ochre is extremely strong, powerful color, so in this case I actually like to desaturate it. I think it works really well. Okay, so there we go. There's that set. Moving on to the Polychromos, which is actually in the same roll-up. Again, I had a wonderful friend send me a small set of 24. So then what I did is I just added open stock pencils to it. So you can see I just purchased an array of neutral colors, browns, some pinks. So we're going to use those guys now. So again, you do not need a huge set. This is mostly just open stock. Sammy, I know that buff titanium is really popular with a lot of other people, but I haven't had a whole lot of success with it. But like I said, if you can get color call with it, then that's awesome. And it's just, me personally, I just don't, every time I use it, it seems too yellow. Skin tones look a bit sickly. But I've seen other people use it, so I just don't know how they're using it. My answers are not the only answers out there. There's so many different ways to mix color, so yeah. But no, me personally, I have buff titanium. I've tried it a bunch of times and it's not worked well for me. Yeah, Mia, it's a very close friend of mine, and she asked me what pencils I wanted that I didn't have yet. And I was like, I would like to try some polys because I only had Prismas at the time. So now I have a lot more pencils than that. So this is my Prismas selection. My darkest one, I'm going to use 177. Where are you? There we go. I do use my polys quite a lot now. I really do like them. I thought because they were a lot harder than Prismas that I wouldn't like them, but you know, I found that I can work on with just about any kind of pencils. It doesn't bother me if they're hard or soft. It's just that you'll see here the polys take a lot more layering. It's just going to take me a little bit longer to get the same results as those super soft pencils that I was using, like the Luminance. But that doesn't bother me. You guys know, if you've watched my channel, I love to layer, so it doesn't bother me one bit that they're a little bit more work. Because like I don't press super hard, I take good care of my hands, so I would rather just layer and layer and layer until I get the right color. So there's a certain pressure that I just won't go past, because I have had purple on last. Actually, when I was drawing circle portraits, I had to take about a month and a half off because I was drawing too much, using my hands too much. Oops, let me write that down. And I got carpal tunnel, and it was so painful, and I've never like had my right hand had any problems before, so I was devastated. I couldn't draw or color or anything for like a month and a half, so ever since then. Alright, I'm switching to Burnt Sienna, which is 283. Yeah, I mean, Pat, and at that point I had already set a deadline for my book. So I had already told everybody it would be out at a certain date, and then I got hurt. So I was so upset. I was like, no. But then when I finally healed up, what I did is I actually took a while off of work to just complete my book. So that way, I was like, I'm going to just take the pay cut and get my book done, so that way I wasn't overusing my hands, because I was just on a mission to finish. So, but yeah, it was I will admit it was a super stressful time where I went from like happily drawing to looking at my drawing paper and crying at it. So take care of your hands, guys. Don't press too hard if you don't have to. I would rather layer, and it might take longer, but it's worth it. I also used to draw like this a lot. I'm not going to do that too much, but that's another way that you can really stress out your wrist. So now I try and draw with the right, my hand more relaxed, and that helps a lot. Okay, so we're gonna take a little bit longer with the Faber Castell, so that's okay. Oh wait, did I write this guy down? I did not. It's 283. But I do like how rich the polys are and how much pigment they have in them. Really nice. Okay, and then the next one I want is 182, which is brown ochre. Oops, excuse me. Sorry, it wanted to come with me. 182, yes. So every set will be slightly different, but the point I'm trying to make is you can make skin tones out of any color set and with a very limited amount of colors. So you don't have to go out and buy a gigantic set of pencils to get a nice skin tone set. You can buy a lot of these open stock, and so you only need to shell out a fraction of the cost if you just want to do skin tones. Okay, I really love that color actually. This is awesome. So what is this? 182. Okay, and then just to burnish at the end, just at the lightest area, I'm going to use 189. Where are you? Hello. Let's see, that was return. Sorry, pardon me, I'm looking for a pencil that I don't see. I don't know where it went to. Huh, where's my cinnamon? Okay, well we can do a different color. That's weird though. Alright, I would pick cinnamon, but I don't know where she went off to. Let me just double check. Huh, it's gone. Alright, I'll pick up another one. No big deal. I'll use, let's see. Hi, Andrea. Alright, well, I'll just use, like, Flush for now. This is 132. But I would use cinnamon instead here. And this is close enough. It'll do. It's a good burnishing color. Okay, I love this skin tone set. Just FYI, this is beautiful. Love that one. Okay. Alright, let's do another one here. We'll do, let's see, slightly brighter. I'll go back to my fave, which is the Burnt Sienna. It's 283. Pat. Oh, you made off with my cinnamon, huh? I see how it goes. My friend, so it could have been that, and it could have also just been I've misplaced it, which is also just as likely. Sometimes I put, let's see, is this cinnamon? No, that's burnt. Yeah, it's okay. No big deal, I can get another one. And if I find the other one, it's not like I won't use it, so. Yep, I'll just put it back on my wish list. Put it on the list, right? Obsolete, it means no longer the most advanced thing, I guess. Like, it's usually referring to technology, so like something that's not being used anymore. For example, like 8-track tapes are obsolete. Also, just like really old cell phones are obsolete because they're not being updated anymore, things like that. So things that, I don't know the proper definition, but obsolete is like things that are no longer the most technologically advanced anymore, I guess. I don't know. Somebody correct me. What's the actual definition? I'm just like spitballing it here. Thank you, Christina. No longer needed or useful. That's much more concise than what I was rambling on about. Okay, next color. I'm going to use Venetian red here. I'm going to do a warm tone. So I'm much more familiar with my polys than my Lightfast or Caran, so I'm sure that there are better tones out there that I just haven't tried yet. But you guys can see I'm just sort of making this up on the spot, so just mostly as an inspirational guide to show you how I pick them and what I look for. So I always have my color chart with me, and yeah, but there's so many beautiful skin tones out there that you really can't go wrong as long as you're using neutrals and reddish neutrals. For the most part, you're gonna have a really nice complexion. So that's 190. Let's go with I'll pull here. This is 131. This is a much pinkier skin tone, so I'm just gonna put a little of this in there. 131. And I kind of want to go back over this just to kind of add more pigment, so I'm going to grab my 283 again, the first brown that we used. I just want to kind of burnish this out and make it a little nicer looking. There we go. That's a better gradient. There we go. I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to stop with the 132 here. Caput Mortem. I don't have that color, unfortunately. I don't think. Let's see. There's a lot there that you can definitely expand upon this as much as you like. I'm just using what I have, and just to show you that you can make really nice skin tones with what you've got. You know, you don't have to go out and buy the full set. You don't have to worry about having what everybody else has. You know, as you guys can see, I only have a couple of colors. I just bought a few open stock. But yep, as I go, I'm going to just fill in this chart slowly and just add more and more over time. So let's go on in with, let's do a more tanned skin complexion. I'm going to start out again with Burnt Sienna. Okay guys, I hear there's some drama going on in the chat, especially with the mods. Can we just keep the negativity down? Because I'm not really trying to create drama in my channel, if that's okay. I appreciate it. The last color was 132, Sammy. So if you guys can just move the talking about other channels to a private chat, I would really appreciate it. Thank you. 283 here. Yep, everybody be friendly. I'm not about to start any drama in my channel. Not saying you gotta like everybody, but I'm just trying to, I don't know what's going on and I don't want to promote any of that on my stream, if that's okay. So you've got 283 here. Alright, and then we've got, I'm going to use Burnt Ochre, which is 187. Oh, I'm not pointing fingers on anybody's fault. I just don't like it. That's all. I'm not gonna go watch it back and see who started it or whatever. That's not the point. I'm just all about trying to have fun and enjoy coloring and enjoy art. And I feel like a lot of the times, you know, there's drama going on, and honestly, I don't, I have enough issues in my own personal life that I don't want to bring that into my coloring life, if that makes sense. I just want to enjoy it and relax. So it's not like you know, if people need to vent, they should vent, but I think it should be done in private, not openly where, anyway, that's just my own personal view. I just, really like to try and keep it positive and happy here, because, yeah, that's good. Oh wait, what was that? What color was that? Oh yeah, I put it down, 187. Okay, I lost track, sorry. And normally I would be mixing all of these pencils together. Just FYI, I rarely ever go, I'm going to use only Caran Luminance today. Normally what I'll do is I'll pick whatever color suits the mood I'm looking for at that moment. If you guys look at my coloring on Instagram, for example, I list the colors that I use, and most of the time I'm not using any one pencil set. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I mix them up now. The great news is that they all do mix up together really well. I haven't had any trouble with that. So I'm not a purist. I'm a mixed media, mixed pencil lady. But I'm just doing them in their own sets at this moment. So that way if you only have one of the sets, you can definitely jump in and use it. But rarely do I ever actually stick to one brand while I'm working. So I'm just gonna, this is 132, I'm sorry, I wrote it down, but I didn't say it. I'm just gonna burnish with it. So it's funny, a lot of these are using the same colors, but by using them in different quantities and in different mixtures, you really get a very different result. I love you guys too, Nick and Tina. Alright guys, the next one, the lighter set, let's see what we got. Probably just going to use 283 again, my favorite. This is the shortest one I have so far. I think Venetian Red is pretty close though. Which one? Oh, yep. But I use this Burnt Sienna 283 on just about every single skin tone, especially for the dark areas. Rebel, I work in light layers, so no. But if you're pressing harder, then I would say just don't burnish your wax-based pencil before you get your oil-based pencils in. But in general, you can see when I'm doing portraits, you'll see I layer and layer and layer with a soft touch, and those pigments and the binders just blend together, and so there's no issue at all. It depends on it. If you have a heavier hand, then I would say probably just don't burnish your wax base until you get that oil in. Otherwise, the oil-based pencils might not go over smoothly over the wax base. But if you do a light touch, Sammy is another one who also does lots of layers and a light touch. I think that's the best way to go with skin tone to get a smooth result. But yeah, I mean, everybody has their own way. I'm not saying that's the only way to do it. Let's see here. So then I want to use, see, I would totally be using Cinnamon right now. I don't know where she went to. My Cinnamon is gone. Okay, well, I'll use this one. It's not as neutral. So 131. Okay. Let's see here. Sammy. Well, if you guys want, I can just scan this and put it in my Facebook group and save you the postage, Sammy. I can scan this for you. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize you were doing that. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh man. Okay, and then I'm switching to 132. Yeah, Sammy is super organized. Okay, and I'm gonna burnish full skin tone with this color. Okay, so our polys set is done. And you can tell that I'm more familiar with my polys than the other two because I have a much, I think, nicer selection of skin tones here. Like I said, we can always update these as I go forward and I learn them better. Okay, oh wait, let's put this away to my little chart. Alright. Okay, and I don't have a chart for my Prismas only because I'm fairly familiar with them, and if you guys couldn't tell which color I use the most, so I use this one, look at this guy, he's so cute and little dog. Okay, but I use a lot of them though, it's not You're welcome, Shell. Okay, so we're moving on into the Prismacolor 150 set. I'm going to actually have to sharpen some of these because it looks like we have little tiny... Okay, so this chocolate color is the color I used on my dude. I can go get him. Hold on. A small interlude while I sharpen. This guy here I did in Prismas, and I used chocolate for a lot of his skin tone. Oh, good, Meredith. Thank you. The short are really cute. I love it. Oh, I over-sharpened it. Of course I did. I wasn't paying attention, so this might break. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Alright, it doesn't have to be perfect. So anyway, I use chocolate a lot for his skin tone. Thank you, guys. And, let's see here. I have a bunch of other ones. Like, I was thinking about doing this page as a demo for you guys. Because, I just love this little lady, and there's also this little guy too. They're my Caribbean mermaids. So we could do something like that. Okay, Prismacolor. We've got 1082. I'm gonna have to get a new one of these soon. Oh, here, let me put this little dash in there. Thanks, guys. Let's see. Take care, May. I know I'm missing like a ton of the chat. But yeah, if you guys have questions for me or you want me to show you something in particular, just go ahead and put it in the chat and we will get to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with this. Now, after using a lot less pressure, and if I'm going to be using a pencil like this for any extended period of time, I use my pencil extenders. So they look like this. So you just stick the pencil in here. I'll use it for this guy, just so you guys. And that helps. You can rest your hand, and you don't have to hold it really cramped up. You can hold it further back if you need to. So we'll just use that. And this I got in a set of pencils, like a general's pencil set. But you can use, I have a bunch of them. You can use whatever extender you want. It just allows you to grip the pencil the way you need to instead of being all cramped up in the top there. Let's see. Yeah, Meredith, you're doing so awesome. I'm really impressed. Every time you post a new image, I'm like, what? And yeah, I want to give a shout out to May. I know she's already left, but she did a really cool stream the other day. What was it, yesterday? Gosh, time flies. With the fake horn drawing I did in my book. So now I'm going to use 945, which is Sienna Brown. Okay. I love this color too. It's beautiful warm brown. Sorry guys, so much dust. Okay. Yeah, definitely. No, Meredith. Oh, hi, Hella. I missed you earlier. When did you sneak in? Thanks for coming. Here we go. We've got 943. Look, I've already made a smudge. Let's see if I can pick that up before I get some green in the paper. I have a brand new eraser here, guys. It's so exciting. Look at this. It's still in its packaging. I got this the other day because my other one is almost, it's like, does your white kneaded eraser, or white plastic erasers eventually get like crumbly from being too old? Because that's what was happening to mine. I'm like, you know, they're not that expensive. It's back to school right now, so they were on sale. So let me get another one. Woo. Oh, fresh eraser. Okay, sorry. So sexy. Okay, that's done. Bam. Oh, definitely, Sammy. I was thinking about doing spheres, but honestly, since I have so many things to get through, I just decided to do these quick little bars. So that way I wasn't, because I could spend forever shading those. But yeah, you can definitely do, you know, you can do spheres, you can do, I have like a practice page set in my Etsy shop or in the back of my book. You could play with those. But if this is already taking, I don't even know, oh my gosh, it's already an hour and a half. This is gonna be forever, guys. You can go and like, go sleep and come back or eat dinner. I mean, I'm gonna be here all day. Oh, man. That's okay though. Oh. Well, that's good, Mia. Well, don't worry, Sammy. Like I said, this is not going to be like a one-time thing. You know, you can always come back and watch it later. And then to finish it off, This is like another one of my favorite colors for skin tone. It's Nectar, 1092. I'm just going to use this to burnish and finish off this light area here. Okay, done. Well, that one anyway. Okay, you've got. And so just to like reiterate, none of these are the same. None of them match. And that's awesome because that just shows like you can create so many different skin tones with so few limited pencils. It's just, I've only used like a really small amount of pencils if you look at it. It's just that I've repeated a lot of them over and over again. So that's really cool that, you know, so if there's like a specific color you're looking for, you can probably mix it even if you don't have the exact colors you need. So let's see, let's do a more warm tone test. Well, actually, this one's fairly warm. Let's do a cool tone then. So we'll use dark brown to start with. That's 946. And I have the most amount of pencils in my Prismacolor, so you'll see that. You'll see I have the most amount of colors to play with here, so we'll be able to do a lot more variation on the colors we pick. From here on out, for the rest of the pencils, so my most commonly used ones are the Polys and the Prismas. For all the other sets that I'm going to be working with going forward, I'm actually not familiar at all with them, so you're going to be learning along with me. I'm not comfy with those. That doesn't mean I shouldn't try and show you what I would pick when I'm brand new. So you guys will see like these look much more experienced than these or any of these. But that's okay, we do what we can. So I'm just going to show you what I know, which might not be much. Oh man. But this is one of my most common questions when I'm talking to people about skin. Yeah, Hannah, I'll scan it and put it in my Facebook group for sure. So if you guys aren't in my Facebook group, you want to go and head on over. Here, I'll put a link in the chat. Here it is. Oh, and look, I think somebody needs to accept somebody since they want to join. While I'm here, excuse me, pardon me. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, I'll be having this as a download. If you don't have Facebook and you still really want it, you can also email me. I can spell my own name. There we go. You can email me there and I will send it to you personally. But yeah, so you can have, this will be free for everybody. I'm just trying to make a little bit of a reference sheet for people. Let's see, so we were using cool tones. Let's go with this color. What is this? Light umber, 941. I don't know how to use the community tab, Sammy. Yeah, I don't know how to use that. I think I tried doing it once and I kind of like didn't really do much with it. I don't know. I will look into that though. I didn't know you could post like downloads on there and stuff. But I also want to read the, you know what, I'll just put it on my website and that way I can link it to people. That'll be easier. So I'll put it on, I'll just put a link on my Facebook group to the website page. That way, I think that's the easiest actually. That way anybody anywhere can just grab the link and share it that way too. So, but yeah, if you're in my Facebook group, I'll definitely link it for you there so that you know where to find it. But at the end of the video, after I've scanned it and set up the website page, I'll also link it in the description down below. So you can just look for it in a couple days. I think that'll be the easiest way. I know how to use my website, so that's good. My Google Drive is completely chock full of stuff, Mia. I think the website will be easier. So yeah, I'll just scan it and make a PDF, and then you can download it and have it for yourself. Okay, this is such a pretty color. Alright. Yeah. I definitely reply to them, so email is the best way to get me if you don't have Facebook or Insta. Which color do I want next? Let's go with my favorite, this little guy. Let's put him in the holder too. 943. So even cool skin tones do have some pinky issues, like pinky spots. My skin tone has pinky issues, but pink spots in them around the nose, etc. I think I said that a bunch of times already, so I'm just gonna put a little pink in there. And this isn't really pink; it just looks pink in comparison to the warm tones that we had down earlier. So I'll just put a little hint of that in there. Okay, and then for this one, I want to do, let's see here, where are you? I'm just looking for the right color. Is it this one? Yep, so I'm going to use 1093. Oh, that's not a pen. 1093. Oh, you're welcome. Yep, website. The website works. That's how I distribute all my freebies. Because that way it's just easier on everybody. Me included. Because then I can just throw it on my blog and call it a day. So now I'm burnishing with this color too. It's seashell pink. Doesn't really look super pink, but it works what we're doing. Okay, I want some more of that light umber. 941. So I'm just grabbing the 941 and blending this out a little because I didn't like how fast that jumped. There we go. That's the color I'm after. So I'll just burnish that out again with my 1093. So again, the same four colors, just mixing a little bit more until it's what I'm looking for. So that's a more cool tone. So you can see in dark skin tones, you can have a very different complexion, even though they might be a similar value scale, just by what colors you pick. But again, both of them are absolutely acceptable. There's no right or wrong. Hello, Sherry. Pink issue. Yeah, hello. I have a pink issue. I turn bright red all the time. I don't know why. It's just, I think it's just because I have Irish descent and, yeah. They call it a ruddy complexion. Okay, so let's do a more medium toned one. So I'm going to start off with, let's do, let's see here, I think Sienna Brown. Yeah, Sienna Brown. So this is 945. Yeah, it's true. I mean, I can't help it. I don't know. People are like, are you wearing blush? I'm like, no, that's my face. So, yeah. In fact, if I wear makeup, it's to hide that. And I'm getting older now. I have a tiny bit of rosacea starting on my cheeks too. It's really hard to see right now, but I can see it. I know it's gonna happen. That's okay though. Nobody's perfect. Okay. Swapping over to... That's good. I can't wear any reds, or I just look like a lobster. We're gonna switch to 943. But the thing is like, honestly, every single skin tone is so beautiful. It doesn't matter, like, I don't know how to explain, but it doesn't matter where you fall in any of these, as long as you get the values right. Oh, I need some water. Yeah, hello. I'm talking too much, guys. I'm not usually... I talked a lot today. I'm not usually so used to talking so much. Alright, 943. I love 943. It is amazing for skin. That's why it's so little. Oh man. I have so much more to do, guys. This is gonna take forever. Longest live stream lunch with Laura ever. Good thing I finished most of my work. I think I'll be okay. What I'll do is I'll just finish up tonight what I need to. Alright. So now let's go with Nectar. 1092 here. So this is really similar to this guy here, but we're just going on a lighter scale. So you can see I've burnished a lot less and layered lightly. Okay, and now I'm going to finish off with, oh, where's my deco peach? Deco peach. Hello. There you are. We've got Deco Peach, which is 1013. Sammy. Sherry, yeah, I don't... When I put makeup on, I'm like, let's just cover my whole face in this makeup so that way when I blush, I look like a normal person. Because it comes through. But honestly, I'm not much of a makeup girl. I think I've worn makeup like twice this year. I don't know why. Alright, so just burnishing out with this guy. So this is definitely a pinky tone. This is very close to my own skin tone. But we'll do a cool color, a cooler, lighter tone now. Let's see, we'll start off with Light Umber, 941. Let's see. Yeah, chat away, Sammy. Don't worry about it. Once you get to know me, I'm pretty chatty too. I'm a chatterbox, so. totally okay. It's funny because at first I'm shy, I don't talk too much, and then all of a sudden, bam! Once I feel comfy, you can't really shut me up. Ask Mark. I entertain him for hours in the car just by talking. Luckily, he and I are a very good match because he's a pretty quiet guy and I'm a very chatty person, so... At first, I was really concerned about it because I thought, you know, I was talking too much, but he's like, no, I like it because then I don't have to talk. I was like, okay, because that's what's gonna happen. Oh man, we're so funny. Let's see, is this the one I want? No. Where is that color? This one? Silver? Yeah, that's the one I want, but I need to sharpen that one too. Yeah, Sammy. I mean, with it's funny with Mark and I, we're not completely opposite on everything, but as far as like how much we talk, we are. He does talk, but just not much. Oh, Faithful, I have battle scars too. You just don't see them, honey. I have stretch marks from, yeah, I mean, nobody's perfect. I think as long, oh, I'm sorry, 1094 is 1094. And Faithful, I've seen your portrait. You're beautiful. But I think a lot of people focus on the negative parts of their body and not see what everybody else sees. And there's a whole like body positivity movement going on right now, and I think that's very much needed, especially because I feel like the media industry, I mean, I don't watch TV anymore because I just can't stand it. It's all so fake. Even the reality shows, they're not real. You know, I don't know, I'm probably offending a bunch of people when I say that, but anyway, I just feel like right now we should just learn to love ourselves because we're the only thing we've got. And also, you know, the more I realize that even though I'm not perfect, I'm fine just the way I am, the happier I am because I'm not trying to be something I'm not. And I found over the years that the more genuine I am with myself, the more accepting and loving I am. I try and treat myself like I would treat my best friend. Because if we can't be our own best friends, then who's going to love us just as well as we need to be loved? So, yeah, I just really feel strongly that no matter if you've got stretch marks, if you've got battle wounds, like I have a big scar in the middle of my forehead, you know, but nobody really notices it. But I know it's there and it bothers me because it's right on my face. You know, I'm not a model. But the thing is like, that's okay because nobody's perfect. Nobody is gonna be, even models are airbrushed to look even better than they are. So there's no way that we can be that. There's no airbrush. Just try to be that, which is impossible. We should just love ourselves for who your skin tone. I'm talking about any kind of, you know, like if you, like I don't like my nose, it's got a bump in it, you know, but now I kind of like the bump. I'm like, all right, well, it makes you have a little more character. So it's just learning to not be so hard on yourself. So this is a little too cool. So I'm going to just brighten it up a little bit with the 939. Yeah, well, I hope you find that you can love yourself, Faithful, because I think you have a beautiful personality, and honestly, our bodies and what we look like are not the most interesting part about us. And I think that's why, you know, even though I'm not comfortable with my own, like I'm not super comfortable in my own skin, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't put ourselves out there. And, you know, for a long time I had a hard time streaming because I was worried that people would, you know, like, nitpick every little thing about me. You know, like, I get comments all the time about people hating my voice, and I'm like, I can't change my voice, so that's not a very productive comment, you know. But I think just knowing that, you know, you are beautiful no matter what you look like. You are amazing no matter what kind of struggles you're going through. Like, I have a really sweet friend of mine who has a debilitating disease that keeps her in bed all the time. And yet she's so amazing. You know, she still colors, she still posts all the time, and she's so generous. I mean, she gives herself, like, willingly of other people in the most amazing way. And, you know, so, like, no matter what you're doing, call this out, there's always a way to overcome it and be awesome anyway. Did you get Crayola's, Getty? Yeah, Sammy. The positives definitely outweigh the negatives, and it's all, you know, we're all dealt a different hand, you know, like, I have severe asthma, so I have a hard time doing sports, and I also have a desk job, so it's hard for me to keep my weight down. But that doesn't mean that I don't go out and I still take walks with my mom and I still BMX with my boyfriend. It's just that I have to be really careful about what I do to make sure I don't trigger an asthma attack. So, like, everybody deals with their own personal struggles, and that doesn't mean that we're not awesome people. It just means that, you know, we all have things that we work through. But that doesn't mean that we can't love ourselves anyway. Oh, thank you, Joe Beth. Well, you know, I'm not concerned about how I look because Mark says that he likes how I look, so that's the only person that really matters as far as that's concerned. Alright, I'm switching over to the Marco Raffine, and the reason why I'm kind of delaying is because not only do I hardly ever use these, but I don't have a color swatch. Ugh. So I'm a little nervous about this. That's okay. We're gonna make it work. But like I said, I'm doing this live, real time, not planned, not scripted. We're just going for it. I'm gonna just really quick swatch a few colors just so you know what I'm up to. Oh, is it buffering? Hi, Abby. Make sure. Am I buffering? No, wait. Make sure that you guys can see me. Hello. We're good now? Awesome. Okay. Thank you, guys. It's on and off. I see. It looks like it's working on my phone. Hello. It should be okay. Yeah, Christy, it's tough when you're sitting all day. But I just try and make sure to get out every day and just take a walk because I feel like that's like the best way for me to get moving. Alright, so I apologize ahead of time if the rest of these are not great. I really have not played with them that much. I got this set as a gift from a friend of mine, and so it was recently, and yeah, I just haven't played with them yet. So it's 563 is what I'm going to start with. So this is the Marco Raffine 72 set. Oh wow, they're different. They're not very pigmented. I don't see a darker brown though. I might have to mix it with another color. There's black, but I don't like doing that. Alright, well these are going to be different. Let's see if I can get a nice rich tone. Um, oh, don't worry, Sammy. Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, Kenny, I haven't used these for a long time. I played with them a little bit. But I really, got them, I don't remember when I got them actually. It wasn't that long ago, but I played with them when I first got them, but then I really have not used them since. But I should play with them more. And I think that's what I'm going to aim to do in the next month, is use more of my budget supplies, because it seemed like you guys really liked my Crayola exercise. Okay, so now I'm going to swap to 558. No problem, Tracy. I hope that this gives a nice variety of different colors and just ideas. Like, more than anything, I just want you to take away from this that if you look, none of these are the same, and that's awesome, because no two people are exactly the same skin tone. So you can feel free to mix these colors around, play with them, make your own chart with your own ideas of what you want to use. There's really no right or wrong. A lot of people stress about having like the perfect skin tone or whatever, but really, what's perfection? I mean, nobody's perfect. No human being on this planet is perfect. So, you know, we all have our flaws, and my set here. I'm trying to see what I'm going to use. Here we go. This one's good. 556. So this is a set that I've only used like once or twice. Is it buffering? No. Okay, we'll just keep going. I think it's good. Mm-hmm. Oh, I like this color a lot. 556 is a really nice skin tone color. I wish there were darker browns. This is looking paler than I wished for. I might end up mixing another color into that, but we'll see. We'll see what I can do. The darkest brown I can see is not dark enough for my taste. Well, we'll figure it out. The next one, let's see. Well, Tracy, that's good. I definitely gave you a fairly nice range of different we can do another video in the future just focusing on specific colors, but I think this set, this chart rather, combined with you guys just watching me do different faces, I think will be plenty enough to get you started at least. Yeah, this is really pale, but I'm having trouble finding exactly the color I want. This is 518, it looks like. This is a good burnishing color. Let's put a little bit more of, what was it, 556? Yeah, a little bit more of that into this guy here, just to make it softer, a softer blend. Alright, that's starting to look a little better. Let's see if I can get a, let's see. Yeah, I'll definitely be posting this on my website, and also my Facebook group. I'll just post the link. I'll also post the link in the description below. Let me see. Do I need to plug in my phone? Oh, yes I do. Hold on, guys. My phone is out of battery, almost. I could have just lost you guys. One moment, please, while I charge my phone. Okay. It's warm too. There we go. Let's point the fan at my phone. I'm sorry if it might mess with the sound a little, but my phone is going to be pretty toasty by the end of this. Right, it's already. Gosh, I need to hurry up. I don't have the Renoirs. I don't know what the difference is between the two. Yeah, these were a friend of mine from college. She gave me this set. She's like, here you go. I don't use these. Do you want them? I'm like, yes. So this is like a hand-me-down set kind of. She used them a little bit and just doesn't use them. So I was like, sure, I'll take them. I'll use them for something. So, yeah. Let's try a little bit different here. This is the only dark brown. Gosh. Look at that. Alright, well I'm going to use 563 again, but I think we're going to mix it this time. So let's try, actually, let me try it really quick. Right. Okay, so I'm going to use, I know this may sound, oh, we've got some paint on this one. That's cool, whatever. 529, this may seem crazy, but oh, okay, Renoirs are oil and the Raffines are wax. Got it. Oh, that's good to know. Well, if you try both, Tracy, let me know what you think. So I'm using this dark blue. This is like the darkest color I can find besides the black. And so I'm just going to put this down. It may seem crazy to put blue in the skin, but it's okay in the shadows. I would not try to put blue in the midtones. Now we're going to mix it in with 563. This is to get a darker tone than the one that we have. So that's the same color as this one, but you'll see that this is going to be a lot darker. And so even if you don't have the color you need, you can mix it, as long as you have a decent amount of colors to work with. And by that I mean just at least a couple of good colors. There we go. That's darker. No problem, Kenny. I hope Bailey's feeling better. Alright, so now to warm that up because it is a little bit too cool now because we put blue in there. I'm going to put 557. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad she's feeling better. Oh, no worries, Pat. Sometimes it helps to refresh if you're buffering. I don't think I'm buffering. But YouTube might just be playing tricks with us today. Alright, that's gonna warm that up so it's not too cold. Oh, I like this color too. 557 is a really nice skin tone color for shadows or mid-tones. Alright. There we go. I like this combo. Versus me just doing it on my own and uploading it, is that you can see how I'm mixing the colors together. I feel like it's much easier just to show in a video than to like be like, here you go, good luck. No, I don't want that one. I keep picking it up and I don't want it. Oh, actually, this might be a nice color for another base. We'll use that in a minute. What color? Let's see. Gremlin. Yeah, could be. But that's okay. Luckily, we can watch it back. Oh wait, sorry, I didn't call it out. 518. 518 seems like a good blending color. Good. Cool. Let me just put a little bit more of the previous color into the sky. Yeah. So these are a lot waxier than the Prismas, but they do have some fairly decent colors. That's good. These sort of remind me a little bit of the Artezas, I think. When I use the Artezas, I'll definitely let you know how they feel in comparison. Yeah, so I'm just putting that down. Okay, I like that piece. Seven goes there. Okay, so now the next guy. It might be YouTube. I can see myself. Is everybody buffering or just some people? Looks good now? Okay. Good here, good. Okay, good. I just didn't want to keep going if everybody was buffering. Okay, so I have 555 is the next one. We're going to try this one. We haven't tried it yet. This is a fairly nice brown. It's a little bit more cool. This would be really nice for an olive complexion. Yeah, I don't know. There must be so many people YouTubing. I'm sorry, guys. I can't help it. The YouTube gremlins. Yeah, I see, like, in my phone and on my screen I see it. So I think it's... Yeah, I think it's just... Keep going though. I'm never gonna finish this. Let's see. Okay, let's warm this up just a slight tad with 558. Yeah, I gotta keep going. Okay, no problem, Christina. Yeah, I like that color. Nice when it's mixed together. Okay, so we're still getting some decent colors out of this, and I believe these are budget pencils, so that's good to know that we can get similarly nice tones, you know, even with a budget pencil. Like this is starting to look a whole lot like this here. Okay, let's switch to which one? We'll make it more pinky since we've got some two and a quarter tones. So let's throw in some 517 into this guy. Cool, we're good. Just a little bit of pink goes a long way. And now, what's this? No. About this one. Oh, cool thing. Again, that's way too yellow. Let's try this one. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, so 519. And just burnishing with this color. Looks like it broke off at one point, but that's okay. I can still use it. Okay, yeah, that's pretty decent. Alright. Next up, let's do a lighter tone since we've done, you know, a couple dark tones, and this I'd consider like a medium tone because we've got a nice range there. So let's see here, which guy do I want to use for the darkest bit? No, that's way too red. It's funny how I don't have a whole lot of mid-range. I'm gonna have to mix it. Hold on. Let's find which one I want to mix. Let's start off with 557, and we're gonna go yep, that'll work. So now I'm just lightening up the pressure. I don't have a lot of lighter value skin tone, so I'm just going to make it. And the way I'm going to make it is I'm just going to use this same pencil for the whole skin tone, for the most part, but just lighten up my touch. So that's another approach. You don't have to use a whole bunch of different colors. You can just pick one fairly decent color and just use it for the whole skin tone. But now I will burnish with the lighter color. So see, I'm barely pressing on the paper here. Let's make this a little darker down here. And I know I sound like a broken record, but these are not the only options out there. I'm sure that there is a whole wide range of different skin tones that I can make with this set, but because I don't have a whole lot of experience with it, I'm just picking what I think will work for right now. So I'm grabbing my 520, and now I'm just going to blend that whole strip out. That'll work. Yep. So even if you don't have the exact color you need, you can definitely make it. No, Abby, it takes some practice. If you're having trouble coloring lightly, just grab a scrap, hold the pencil far back, bear down on it this way. So hold your hand, you know, just lighten up your hand, get it real loose, and just hold it as far back as you can stand. And don't press down. Just let the pencil glide over the paper. Let the gravity, you know, the pencil has some weight to it, so just let the pencil, you know, I can do this with the darker colors so you can see better. There we go. And you can just keep doing this and layering and layering and layering until finally you get the color you're after. It's a really, really great way to do like soft gradual gradients. And it's worth learning only because pencil control will really allow you to have a much wider range. So see, now that I'm pressing down, I've moved my hand up closer to the point. So, I mean, this color, if I press down really hard, this color can get really, really dark. Ooh, I just smeared it all over, but you get the idea. Okay, I'm done with these. These for now. Okay, I have a really old set of pencils now. This is a weird set. It's not actually one brand. These are vintage pencils. Some of them I've had since I was a little girl. Some of them, like, I just got like whatever pencils. So I have like some vintage Colorays. I have some Walnut Hollow pencils that I purchased on an Etsy shop. So if I can, I'll find the pencils that I have and link them in the description below. The reason I have a mixed set of pencils, you can still make some awesome skin tones, and you can see I don't have a whole lot of browns really. I have a couple of browns and a couple of peaches, but really there's not a whole lot of in between that. Totally okay, we can make it work. So we're gonna go through. I might not do all four with these just because I'm aware that not a whole lot of people are going to have exactly what I have, but I did want to show that no matter what pencils you have, you can work with them. So let's see, but I will call them out. So I have here the Walnut Hollow Farm 9012. Yeah, so a lot of these are like old pencils that I had. I got them when I was around 8 years old, and I don't throw away art supplies if they're not bad or whatever. So a lot of these were old pencils that I just had, the Colorays, and these Walnut Hollow pencils I purchased recently, but they are vintage. They're from the 70s, I believe. And some of them are just mixed in old pencils, like I have the Colorific. by Empire. I think these are really old. So this is just a mixed set of pencils, but I do like working with them. They are, the old vintage pencils tend to have actually a higher quality pigment than the current day pencils. And they also tend to have better wood. Sad enough, just the wood that's around nowadays kind of splinters a lot easily. So I do like working. I don't use often because I'm aware that not a lot of people have them. So it's kind of hard to follow along when you don't have them. But you want to stick around though, because I'm going to be doing the Arteza set and the Crayola set, so maybe I'll just do one in this to show you that I can mix up any kind of pencils. And then I can finish the rest off screen. Because I am aware that we are really going crazy on time. So now I have a Faber Castell Spectracolor. This is 1416. I'm just going to put FC Spectracolor. 1416. This is burnt ochre. You're welcome, Abby. No, really what it is I don't feel like if the materials aren't being used at the moment doesn't mean that I'm not going to come back to them. Like if I had thrown these pencils away, now I would be crying about it because they're lovely pencils. And the thing is like, there's no reason to toss them. The pencils will last so long. I mean, I don't think they really go bad. So, you know, I guess unless the binder gets all funky or something, like if you store them in a, like, if you store them in a cave and they're getting wet and moist all the time, then yeah, maybe you'll have some trouble. But you know, if you're just putting it, like I store my art supplies that I'm not using in Tupperware bins, and just put them in my closet. And it's funny because like it takes me sometimes years to come back to it, but I usually do. So there's no reason to throw them away. Okay, I need to clean this one off. Hold on. I was blending something with it. There we go. Yeah, Kenny. I'm not a hoarder of everything, only the things that that I know I will use. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm using the Coloray, the Eberhard Faber Coloray, and this doesn't have a name or a number, but it's like a peach. That's gonna be fun. I'm just gonna write peach in parentheses. So yeah, I won't go through and do all four with this stuff. But just to show you, you can make out of any pencils. Doesn't have to. They don't have to match. They don't have to be the same brand. They can be old and new pencils mixed together. It doesn't really matter what you have. Use what you have. Don't go out and buy a whole lot of fancy stuff unless you're really sure that you want it. Don't buy stuff because other people tell you to. Just use what you have, and based on this, I hope that you can kind of get a sense of the type of colors I'm picking and the way that I'm blending them together enough that you will be able to do it on your own verse that you have. Okay, so I'm just going to move on from that because a lot of them don't even have number names or anything. So, okay, I need to move up my page so that way, or maybe move this a little down. Hope you guys can see that okay. Yeah. Alright. Hello, Christina. Welcome back. Hi, Leslie. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you. Okay, so now I have the Arteza 48 set, and this is a small set of Artezas. This is not the big set. So again, we don't have a lot of neutrals to work with. Really, I only have, it looks like, just 3 browns, maybe 4 browns. Oh, nope, so I've got like 5 browns and a couple of peachy tones, but nothing in the middle. Doesn't matter, we can still do it. So let's go for it. And this is a brand new set. I just recently got it. So again, not really sure what colors to pick. I'm just sort of winging it. But let's start out with dark chocolate, which is A118. Okay, so I feel like the Artezas and the Raffines feel very similar. It's just that the Artezas seem like they get darker than the Raffines do. Like they're a little bit more pigmented. But the feel of them, the waxy feel, is very, very similar. I'm sorry if I missed anybody. Not intentional. I'm just I'm on a mission to get this done. And you'll see, because I have a limited palette here, that I'm probably going to repeat colors quite often, but we're going to try and make them all look different. Okay, I really like these two colors mixed together. They really work well together. This is going to be a beautiful dark skin tone. Love it. Oh, thanks for coming, Mia, and have a great night. Thank you. Yep, we're having some fun. Okay. Let's go now to 113, which is burnt ochre. A113. I'm just writing the numbers to save some space. Oh yeah, this is really pretty. So this, I mean, even though we only have like a couple of browns, the browns that they have are perfect for skin tones. So you guys should have no trouble even with a small set of Artezas. I don't know if they have smaller sets actually. They might. But this set here is the 48 set. So that's pretty nice. I'm gonna jump over to Sienna Brown again. So that's A4 out with that one this time. This time I'm just using a really light touch and then adding heavier pressure as I get closer to this side. Okay, just making sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see what color this is. No, that's like pea soup. How about this one? No. Okay, yeah, we're really limited on Oh, this is a nice color, but not for what we're doing. I'll have to use that in a different one. Okay, so I'm going to use the same one I did before, 113. Take care, Abby. Have a great night. You guys still with me? Okay, no problem, Tracy. You're very welcome. Thanks for coming by. I know, this is like one of my longest streams. I'm really sorry, guys. Showing all the pencils. All the pencils is a really good way for you guys to get a sense of like how to pick them, and also just like it doesn't really matter what set you have, that you can make nice skin tones with any brand. That's why we're doing Crayola too. Yeah, this is a really pretty color for skin. Alright. So now I want to burnish that one. Let's try this. Let's see what this color looks like. Oh, I don't think I've used this yet. Look, it's still like sharpened like it is from the factory. Peaches and Cream, A22. Okay. Oh wow, that's too orange, I think. Well, we committed, so let's do it. No, it's okay. Yep, it's maybe a little too orange. Yep. Okay. In order to get rid of the saturation, I'm going to use 24, which is the white. And just take out a lot of that saturated pigment in there and brighten it up a little bit. There we go. Fixed it. It's useful to the white. Yep, that's okay. We can fix it. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I was a little worried about that. But I hope that they're okay. Everything's okay. Thanks for the info, Pat. Thanks, Christina. I'm glad that it's useful. I'm glad you like it, Kenny. I think we're doing good. Oh yeah, I'm so hot too. Like, I'm hoping that this fan isn't bothering you guys because I need it, or I would melt because I can't even. I don't even know how hot it is, but I know it's like 98 outside, which means it's probably like 108 in here. And I have the sun on me right now, which is even better. Super awesome. We're gonna get through it though. We're almost there. So I'm gonna grab, I like this dark cocoa color. Let's try and see how it turns out on the page 36. Yeah, there we go. This is a good color too. So even with a limited palette of browns, you can still make several different types of skin tone, which is cool. Oh, you can't even hear the fan? That's awesome. Take care, Abby. Yeah, I need the fan. I can't. I have it pointed right at my face. I should. Let me. I'm gonna take a little quick break. Because I ran out of my water. So I'm gonna. Oh yeah, stay hydrated. Yeah, Loretta, I just, it's a tiny little fan here, I'll show you. You're going for a ride, hang in there. It's this little fan here. Slayer. Anyway, we were using 36 in the Artezas. Thanks, Nick and Tina. Oh, sorry. A lot of fan noise. Okay. That better? I must have bumped the fan when I... Is that better, guys? Awesome. I must have bumped the fan when I was showing you guys. Sorry. We're gonna get through it though. We're almost there. Alright. Grabbing 113. Yay! Yeah, I hear you, Nick and T. We're really hot here too. I can't, I mean, the whole week is gonna be hot, so I just can't really wait. I have a bunch of streams I want to do this week if I can. And I was like, you know, I do have time. And I just wanted to get this done. And I don't want to do this at night because my lighting situation at night is not great. So I really wanted the colors to be as true as possible on screen for you guys. That way you can really see what's happening. So I'm just going to mix these two colors, I think. Let's see what we get when we lighten up. Maybe another color. Oh, is Abby going to come and join us? Hi, cutie. Yep, here she comes. Okay. Hi. Oh, you're going to sit right in front of the fan? Because you're no dummy? Hi. I know it's hot. Go on. Come here. Are you going? Oh, right there? Okay. I see. Sorry, guys. This is live. Okay, cutes. We're gonna just scoop this. But that'll work. Abs, your butt is like right in the shot. Can we switch you around? Can I do that? That way at least your head will be in the picture. Can you do this way? Lay this way? That would be awesome. Hi. Sorry, I didn't mean to get you up. No, you want your butt in the... Okay, that's fine. She's funny when she wants to do something. Okay, let me just get the pencils out of her... out from under her. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Hello. Hi, Ling. We have a kitty situation here. Okay. Well, at least it's not like her. Alright. Hello, you're so cute. Yes, you are. Okay, we were using 113, I think. We'll see what I can do. We just gotta make it work, right, guys? Yeah, you're super cute, Abs. You're the star of the show. Nobody wants to watch me anymore. Alright. Oh! Okay, yeah. Alright, so now let's just use a peach color to burnish with. Okay, no problem, Nicotina. Yeah, Pat told me. Yeah, she's sweet. She always has to be close by. I think she heard me saying her name earlier and she's like, wait, they're talking about you. I gotta check it out. What's happening? Yeah, this will work okay. And make it more pale and less saturated. Like so. Okay, so that's 24. 24. Hi. Okay. And let's try a lighter tone. It's gonna be tricky because we don't have a whole lot of midtones here. No problem, Hella. I hope you have a sweet dream, and see you later. Yeah. She's super cute, guys. She's having a good time here with us. Okay. So I'm going to start with 113. Oh, it would help if I had this. Oh. And I'm going to start with this color for the shadows. And then you'll see I'm just going to use the same color all the way through and just lighten up my touch as I go. Abby, you're such a cutie. Oh my goodness, she's so funny. You guys, okay, I just got it, yeah. Look at her, hi. Say hi, everybody. I'm super cute and I'm taking over the stream now. Oh, that should be cool, Pat. Nice. Well, don't worry. I'm definitely wrapping up. We only have one more set to do. And that's good because I'm starting to get hungry too. Alright, guys. And then, let's see. What about this one? Is this too orange? Yeah, so I'm gonna use a light touch and use A34. So I'll burnish down here, but then lighten up as I go. And since again this is way too orange for my taste, I'm not going to use the full strength of the pencil, and instead I'm going to burnish with the white. many hours from now for what, Kenny? Sorry, I'm not following. How many hours from now? For what? And now I'm using the white just to burnish. Oh, yeah, Cajun. She's on in about 2 hours. So I should be done and eating by then, hopefully. So that's A24. Okay, so I think even though we didn't have a whole lot of colors, here, I'll bring this up close so you guys can see without the kitty butt in the way. Even though we didn't have a whole lot of colors, we were still able to get quite a few different ranges of skin tone from it. So let's move those out of the way, and now we have to extract the Crayolas. Alright, so this is going to be an issue only because Abby is taking up like the whole desk now. So I'm going to try really gently just to kind of scoot her out of the way. Hi. You're a good girl. Okay, now I need this set. Okay, I know your head is on it. Here, I'll give you this one. Yeah, I'm going to give you this one, and then I can have this one. How's that? She's using my pencil case as a pillow, so I don't want to deprive her of a pillow. Alright, we can... Oh my goodness. Excuse me while I adjust. Always good to do a live stream with the kitty cat. You never know what you're going to do. Okay, so I have the big set. I'll just show you guys the big set of 100 pencils. So this is kind of hard to work with on my desk right now because my cat is here, but luckily I have swatched most of them already. I was swatching them last night. You're okay right where you're at, cutie. Stay there. I'm gonna figure this out. You can stay where you are. Alright. Cool. Bowls, which I don't think we're gonna need, so cool. So at least I swatched these guys, and I think I'll be doing a Crayola color pencils one next. Only because you guys really like the crayon ones. So let's see here. Oh, 3 hours, sorry. Am I buffering? Nice, Kenny going out to dinner? Alright, I hope I'm not buffering. We'll see. We've got this guy here, so we've got dark chocolate. Oh, Abby girl, are you itchy? It's okay. Alright, so out of all the budget pencils, the Crayolas are my favorite, which may come as a shock to you guys, but they're less waxy than the Artezas or the Marco Raffines. Especially for the price, wow. I think these are by far my favorite. And I'm not really surprised. Crayola actually, I think, does a really nice job for budget pencils. So if you don't have a set, I'm going to be using these because I really like the way this is laying out. Feels like they have a lot less wax and binder in them than the other two budgets. So I think I'll be using these next for skin tone. These are just the regular Crayolas. It's the 100 pack. They're the regular ones. They're not the fancy ones. Let's just write down what this is. Dark chocolate. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely get other pencils too. I just, I wanted to use the ones that I think everybody has the most access to. So now I'm going to grab brown. Also a really nice color. You okay, cutie? Good girl. Abby's no dummy. She came over by the fan. She's like, sitting right in front of it. I know it's just a little desk fan, but it's actually fairly powerful. I'm getting a nice breeze coming off of it, so. Let's see. Oh, they're pricier. Yeah, these are just the regular. Let me see if I have the box actually. Got it, baby. Is it right here? No, I don't. I don't have a box. What I'll do, guys, is I'm going to link all my pencil sets in the description below after this is done rendering. Hey, Mark! Everybody, this is my boyfriend, Mark. Thanks for stopping by, babe. Yeah, I'll just write a list of the pencils that I have here in this video. I'll link it in the description below after the video is over. But like I was saying earlier, just use what you have. You don't need to go out and buy new pencils just because I'm showing you specific sets that I have. The only reason I'm showing these sets is because these are what I own. If you have a set already, I hope that you can just sort of watch this video enough to kind of get a sense of which ones to pick and make your own color chart. Don't do that, Abs. You itchy? Little kitty petting break. She's a little itchy. Hi, Cora. Yeah, and Loretta, the cheaper pencils also just are really nice for trying out things that you might not necessarily use your pencils for. I totally get that. Let's grab. Okay, so let's try this one here. And I'm going for a darker tone here, so this will be the lightest color, I think. Yep. So yeah, the only thing that I really want you guys to take away from this video is that it doesn't matter what pencils you have, you can make beautiful skin tones out of any set. So if there's a set that you have, you know, and you're struggling or whatever, and I don't have it, I could still probably look at a color chart and tell you which ones I would use. But I think just based on what I'm doing here, I think it's just fairly easy to go ahead and try it out yourself. So what I would encourage you to do is just sit down, with your pencils and just play around with colors until you get skin tone combos you like. And don't forget to write them down like I'm doing, so that way if there's a set that you like a whole lot, you can use it again in the future. Oh, I pressed too hard. Let's see if I can save it. Yeah, no. Okay, it's totally... There we go. So that's light brown. Alright. Yeah, I think I got these set of 100 Crayola pencils for like 10, 12 bucks at Walmart. So, there's no reason that you have to spend a whole lot of money on art supplies. If you don't have it, you know, don't. Oh, hi. Okay. She's great, guys. She's so funny. She's like, I'm gonna sit here now since this is where you're. Let me just have the paper abs. You can just lay there. Sorry, I just had to show you her. She is so cute. Alright, guys. Yeah, you don't have to spend a lot of money on art supplies. You guys saw me do a Crayola crayon skin tone the other day. There's a lot of ways. Yes, I see you. There's a lot of ways to make something work. So don't be discouraged if you don't have exactly what everybody else has. Oh, thanks for the link, Pat. Okay, let's do another color combo. Let's try Cocoa. And guys, I really have not used these at all. I just swatched them out and that's it. So again, I'm sure that there are other nice combos that I haven't put down here yet. But since I don't have as much experience with them, I'm just doing what I see for the moment. So this is color play. We're just playing with color, just trying out things. What do you see? Oh, she's off. Okay. Oh, she sees a bird in the window. You can get that birdie, Abs. Oh yeah, there's a bird sitting right outside that window. She's gonna be... That's kitty TV right there. Yeah, Nick and T, it's brutal this year. Been a long summer. And usually I love summer, but honestly, haven't really enjoyed it that much this year. Like, we tried BMXing this weekend, and I think I got a little bit heat exhaustion. I was so hot that I had to stop. So, yeah, just be careful, guys. Drink lots of water. This is Cocoa. And if you need to stay inside in the air conditioning, do that. Don't stress yourself out. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, Pat. That window actually doesn't open. It's been damaged, so it doesn't open. So she can't get out. But all of my windows have screens in them that are locked in, so even if she did try to jump, she wouldn't be able to. She would just hit the screen. So don't worry, the little kitty is safe inside. But yeah, that particular window, a tree came down on that side of the house, and so the window is actually damaged. So I'm not supposed to open that window because I could, I think, crack it or something. I don't know. But it's nailed shut, so we're not able to open that window. Sorry, I didn't call it out. We're using tan right now. Yeah, it doesn't have a screen because it's glass, so, yeah, I think of all the budget pencils, I think the Crayolas are my favorite, so I'm definitely going to be doing a skin tone and Crayola colored pencils in one of my streams coming up in the future, for sure. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. They do look different. I guess I could zoom in now that I have more control over my desk again. There we go. See you later, babe. I'll text you when I'm done. Hopefully we won't be too much longer. So we've been going at this for hours now. Yeah, I like this color. This tan color is really nice for skin tone. Alright, so let's mix in a lighter color in with that. How about let's mix in some peachy pinks. Take care, Leslie. Have a great day at work. Oh wait, that was a tan. Sorry, I need to write it down. I'm getting tired, you guys. I'm missing stuff. Okay, let's try. This is Fuzzy Wuzzy. That's a great name. And this pencil's a little curved, but it's okay. It kind of fits nicely in my hand. I don't know how it'll sharpen, but we'll find out. Doesn't bother me though. Oh yeah, this is really pretty in the way that they lay down. They're not super soft. But I like that because they don't feel super waxy. And the colors are nice, so that's really cool. Yeah, I like that. Fuzzy Wuzzy. Okay, so let's try another one. Oh no, Loretta. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have one of those outdoor units at all. Alright, what am I doing next? Let's take a look at this. Let's do something. Let's start out. Got two sort of dark. This one's a little lighter. Let's start out with light brown. Let's start out there. Light brown. Oh, I need to sharpen it. Hello. I don't... Oh, wow, they sharpen really quick. Okay, that's good. Good to know. You don't need to put them through the ringer there on that. Okay, so we're starting with light brown. Yeah, I like this color a lot. This reminds me of the burnt sienna and other sets. Let's see, I think I'm missing some chat. Oh, well, good luck. I'm lucky that my landlord is really good about fixing the things that have to be fixed. Like my washing machine went, and he fixed it the same day. So even though my house might not sound perfect or even ideal to a lot of people, I do like my landlord, so that's a really good plus. Okay, and now I want to grab, let's see, let's try a more peachy pinky kind of complexion. So let's try cantaloupe. This might be too orange, I don't know. I could be making a big mistake here, but let's try it. It's okay. I'm just going to do some light layers, and that way I don't go overboard on it. Alright, and then to just sort of darken it up a little bit, I'm going to grab the I think it's, yep, so it's taupe for me. So I'm just going to lay over it with some taupe of neutral and not so bright. Yeah, I find these pencils layer really well. They remind me a lot of like a budget poly, actually. Even though they're wax-based, I know they're not oil-based. The hardness of them is somewhere between a poly and a Prisma, but they're more on the poly side. Okay. No, I'm sorry to hear that, Loretta. Oh, you're watching me on the TV, Nick? Nick and Tina? Oh, man. Hi, Gail. Nice to see you here. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. Alright, so let's try another mixture, and then we'll be done for today. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I know it's been a really long video. I know I've lost a lot of people. But I hope that it has been useful. Alright, so let's start out with a different color. Let's try copper. Oh, this might be nice. This might be a cooler tone than the light brown, so let's try it. Yeah. So don't be fooled by the name. This isn't a metallic color. At least to me, it does not look metallic at all. But it does look like a dull penny. Or for those of you not in the States, like a dull bit of copper. Yeah, wow, this is actually really beautiful for skin tone. I feel like I could use this pencil almost exclusively, actually. So let's try it. I'm gonna go from light to dark, and maybe we'll mix in one other color, just in the light side. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay guys, if you need one pencil for skin tone, I think you could go with a darker, like a cocoa and a copper, and you might be set. That's really pretty. Huh. Love it. Okay, let's mix in a lighter color to it just to kind of give it a little punch at the light end there. Let's try khaki. We're doing copper and khaki. Sounds like a really cool outfit, actually. Khaki and copper. Okay. So I'm just this blending. Build up the pressure as I go down to this end, over here. Just kind of mesh the two together. So you don't even need a whole bunch of colors. You can just grab a couple really nice colors and you can get a really nice result. You're not late, Gail. I've been streaming for a long time and it's all been impromptu, so of course you're not late. Okay, so I'll just do a couple more of the vintage open stock ones off camera, just because I'm aware that probably a lot of people won't have this or have availability for these particular pencils. But I hope that in general this was useful. Let me zoom out again just so you guys can get an overall view of what we did today. So I just want to show you guys that there's so many different approaches to skin tones, and there's no right or wrong answer, that everybody has a different skin tone, that all skin tones are beautiful, and that you can create skin tones out of any set that you already have. Yes, Loretta. So what I'm going to do, I'll scan this in. I'll just fill this in just so they don't look blank. But what I'll do is I will scan this in and put it up on my website, and also I'll link it here in the video description and also link it in my Facebook group. So if you guys are looking for this and you can't find it, I would just come back to this video in a day or so and all the links will be there ready for you. So yeah. Phew! I think this has been one of the longest streams I've ever done, so thank you guys so much for sticking around. I'm really happy to help you guys out so we can do more as I get more sets, or as I gain more experience with the sets I don't have a whole lot of experience with. We can do another update one later. But, Loretta, I think that, you know, a lot of people probably won't have all these sets, so I'm not going to do like a worksheet, but this was really easy just to, I just marked this up myself with like a ruler and a ballpoint pen, so I'm just going to make this page available. Yeah, I don't think everybody's going to have all of these different sets of the exact stuff I have, so I don't want to like I don't want to make people go out and buy sets just to fill out the worksheet. So instead let me just reiterate, whatever you have, use that. So just take the inspiration you saw me blend and create all of these different sets. So whatever you guys have, and if you have questions for me, just take photos of swatch sheets and send them to me in an email, and I will help you out with exact color combos. But I can only do the ones that I have. So yeah. All right, you're welcome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Robin. Let's see who's here still. We've got Gail, Christina, Joe Beth, Robin, Pat, Loretta. Anybody I'm missing? Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the very end. I know that this was a very long video. So I appreciate you guys watching, and yeah, I'll put all the links of both the sets that I have and also this scanned page when it's done. I'll put that in the description below. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I hope you guys found this useful, and I love you guys, and take care. Bye.